Loco sports fans, happy Monday, everybody. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down, but I'm picked
I'll
up.
tell you
I'm
what, much
being here
better
tonight.
now that Imelda took a hard pivot
Hard
to the
right.
right out to the Atlantic Ocean. So,
Yeah, thanks
Imelda is
to
wide
Umberto.
right.
Umberto dragged her out there, right? Umberto, he went out there and he dragged
Right.
Imelda with him.
yep.
So we appreciate that. Just go out to sea. But yeah, just nonetheless a kind of a nasty rainy day, and then no internet in the Ville. It was for most of
Man.
the day. It's just a blah Monday. But here we are on a Monday night. We got a Monday night football doubleheader going on. We got postseason baseball on the horizon. Had an incredible Ryder Cup finish yesterday. It got interesting down the stretch.
Yeah.
How'd y'all fare this weekend? What y'all getting
Yep.
into?
Let's go ahead. I'm
Had a good, had
doing
a
here.
nice week. I actually got to call some UCB soccer. Another strong win by the Sand Sharks as they cruised to another victory. This time over Albany State, so they're 2-1 in conference after the win on Saturday. So nice bounce back after falling North Georgia. A couple of road games this week for the Sand Sharks. So we will keep track of their continued season strong. Start 7-1 for Gary Boughton and the Sand Sharks. So been fun to call that game. And I, even though it got rainy, I had some fun over there at the Nest. Man,
Oh yeah.
I am liking what I'm seeing from this BJ Payne Seahawk team right now. It is. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Tyreek Hill just carted the locker room
Yeah.
with a
Saw that.
serious leg injury. So
Yeah, it didn't look good.
yeah,
Yeah, I,
was
Didn't look real good.
I completely agree with Wes. I've got Bluffton this week as well against Beaufort in the Broad River Bowl.
Bluffton, like we
Uh,
always.
what
Yeah,
what
Bridge Bowl
Bluffton
was
team's going to
fantastic.
show up? That's going to be interesting. But the Bridge Bowl was great. Tell you
Yep.
what,
Bishop England
I'm
Hilton
I'm
had
really
this.
glad that we were able to finish that in the early hours of Saturday. I got home at 12:30. Literally walked in the door, went right to bed. I didn't do anything else. I was exhausted after that marathon of football Friday night. Saturday did a little bit of prep to get ready for the games that I'm doing, of course, or the game that I'm doing, of course, on Friday this week, and then I've got Gator football on Saturday coming up. So have the double dip again. But Sunday, yesterday, I was the, I guess, moderator and keynote host for the St. Jude's activities going on with the folks and the symposium for leadership,
Oh
which I
yeah.
know you
Oh
you
yeah.
had done
Nice.
previously, JJ.
Yeah, it was a
Sarah
good time.
Sarah asked me a couple of weeks ago ahead of the game against Hardyville if I would consider doing it, and I said absolutely, I'm there. So working with her and Katie to work through all that, and so I was there at the country club for about 2.5 hours
Yeah.
yesterday, and then watched some football. Had choral society rehearsal last night, and then worked today and church stuff after work, being home a little bit. So just rocking and rolling and getting some rest when I can. It's
Heard
a
that.
busy time.
Yep.
Heard that.
Yes.
No rest for the weary. As I
Right.
mentioned, I was up before the sun to take the cross country kids from the Ville on the road. So that was a good time. We had a couple guys have good showings, others not so great, but you know how that goes. It's a slog cross country,
Yeah.
um, and we had kids up in the middle of the night, basically asking them to get up early and go out there and put in work, and proud of them for showing up and getting it done. And some of them had PRs. So, anytime you do that, it's a good day. Speaking of cross country, we had the scrunners. Let me pull it up here. We had the uh, Beaufort County cross country championships over the weekend on Saturday. Let me pull up the results here. Varsity boys, May River taking the championship by 13 points over Hilton Head, then Bluffton 26 points behind them, and then it goes down from there. But yeah, the little CBCCA over in Beaufort's got quite a squad. They placed 4th in the county ahead
Wow.
of Bridges Prep,
Ooh.
Beaufort, Hilton Head Christian. So good showing there. But Jackson Wright got beaten by his teammate
Ooh.
Talon Farrington,
Wow.
going
How about that?
15-38, beaten right by 20 seconds. Joshua Gordillo and Zach Henderson from Hilton Head in 3rd and 4th, and then Boyd Collins from Bluffton rounding out the top 5. On the girls' side, Julia McKenna from Hilton Head with the win, 17-49. Giada Carge, Kaylee DiGermensi, and Madeline Craps from Bluffton go 2-3-4, and then Gabby Leidy and Abby Bolin from May River coming behind them. Bluffton takes the team title by a healthy margin over May River, which barely edged Hilton Head
Yep.
for 3rd.
Of course,
So,
Bluffton, the defending 4A champs from last
yep,
year.
boys and girls. The boys have fallen
Wait,
off
both of them,
a
yeah.
bit.
Both of them. Yep.
The boys have
Yeah.
fallen off a little bit, but the girls
The
still
ladies are
looking
still
very
going
strong.
strong. Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. On the subject of USCB soccer, I wanted to mention, Wes, it's kind of a weird deal, but I followed this group or this page on Facebook called Educating Parents of High School Athletes on the College Recruiting Process. And I happened to see, looking back at me today, a commitment photo on the beach at Hilton Head.
Okay.
And it says, proud of my 26. She's committed to continue her studies and play soccer for USCB. It's her dream school. They have her major. They have a solid soccer team with a new motivated coach, and the scholarship offer was very generous. This school definitely passed the broken leg test. Who wouldn't want to live 15 minutes from the beach and live in a very new ensuite dorm on a beautiful campus?
Yeah.
And then she says,
There you go.
this is what I loved. The coach was literally jumping up and down while fist pumping when she committed. We can't wait to see what the future holds for her. So it sounds like Gary Botten has gotten another one, another recruit that he's really going to like. And
I
he was
think it's
jumping
the
up and
first
down
of
in
many. I
dismay.
think that program right now is on a quick
Yeah.
high trajectory from what we've seen, and they continue to play as well as they are right now and compete for a spot in the tournament. Which I think if they continue on this track record, I said on the broadcast, but I think the big games coming up or when they have to go to Flagler and later, those are the two they lost last year in like a 1-goal game, both of them I believe, and had a chance to win. So if they can get past those two teams, I think they'll be in pretty good shape because as of now, I I don't see right like 5 teams getting ahead. I think they got a great shot for that top 4 finish in that first round home game. That's got to be a nice target for them right now if they can continue to play just the all around game that we're seeing. I mean, the possession style game has been really impressive to watch, and I mean, you look down the line of some of the other players who scored, like Kenzie Daigle, Izzy Amphlett, a couple others who we haven't really talked about, never really expected to see, big performances from them. So he's really getting the most out of everybody right now on this team, and it's not just like a Savannah Page. It's not just even Josiah Pax kind of come out of nowhere and led the team in goals alongside Sophia Willis, but it's not just those two. Other players are really starting to step up, and I'm not sure if my internet's running. Okay, I think we're still good. Yeah, we're a little bit slow today on this Monday evening, but yeah. And then Kaylee Samlock, who just got her first goal as a Sand Shark the other day. So terrific, just depth that has been cultivated there. CC Powell has been good in net, and then Jenny has to be really underrated player, kind of that versatile midfielder who could do so many different things really well. She is such an integral part of this team, and just the group as a whole, really starting to shine in all facets right now. And speaking of USCB, we have a guest that just entered the studio.
Oh,
Our
do
man,
we? Yes, he
Mr.
has made his
Jeff
way in. Yeah, we were going to
Riley.
talk a little football with him because, and I think we're about due for that now, right? Well, he's still loading up. We'll let him. Oh, there he is. He's loaded up. What's up, Jeff Riley?
There we go.
Hey, what's
What's going
up?
on, buddy?
Jeff,
What's up, buddy?
welcome to the show. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have you been following the USCB soccer team at all so far this year?
I've seen a couple games. I know that are they undefeated?
They've
No, they're
lost 1
7-1
game so
though.
far. They're 7-1.
7-1. Yeah, I've been following a little bit. Yeah.
Only loss was the number 5 team in the country in North
Yeah.
Georgia.
Oh
So,
wow. Oh, I have an
Yeah, they've
announcement to make.
You do.
Tomorrow, Buford on Roberts Falls Parkway, 5 to 9 on late and at Five Guys. We're doing a Special Olympics is doing a fundraiser for bowling.
Okay.
So if anybody's
All
tuning
right.
in, I want to try to get as many people to come out support our Special Olympics bowling team at Five Guys and 20.
All you got to do is go eat Five Guys. It's a great deal. You go eat at Five Guys in Beaufort, and a portion of the proceeds go to the Special Olympics bowling. So you get an excuse to eat Five Guys, and they'll give you a whole bag full of fries.
Yeah, there's gonna be fries for days.
As I've said before, and I'm probably a little bit of a contrarian, try the hot dogs. The hot dogs at Five Guys, I think, are some of the best that I've had anywhere. They're phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the hot dogs. Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people love the burgers.
Clutch dogs.
I'm a dog guy.
I'm a big fan of the dogs as well. But the big reason we have you here tonight, Jeff, is you've been moonlighting on us. You've been doing a little moonlighting with WHHI, but while you're out there, you're also doing a little work for us and got us a post-game interview with the star of the game, Thad Zarnecki. So we'll check that in a little bit when we check out the high school football highlights. And we'll stop now to recognize our all-star sponsors. We haven't shouted you guys out yet. The show presented by our all-star sponsors, Mickelson Law Firm and WHHI TV. Mickelson Law Firm with us since the beginning. Our original sponsors still supporting us today. They're our official real estate closing attorney and presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage. They can help you with all your legal needs at Mickelson Law Firm. And then WHHI TV, our partner in local sports coverage. Been working with you guys since the beginning as well, and excited to formalize that relationship a bit more with our sponsorship trade. And we're your pregame sponsor. I heard you call us out the last few games, so always cool to hear that.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, we all just keep doing our thing, don't we?
That's right.
But no, you guys were out. All three of you were out at the Bridge Bowl. I was the odd man out. Quite a game and quite a game plan from BJ Payne and his defense to really just force them to beat them a different way. They really limited the passing game. McCarthy made some big plays with his legs, but
surprising to me. I did not expect that. But he was outstanding with his footwork. And really, JJ, to me, it was, all three facets as well really were in stride and in check. I really have to give Bluffton a lot of credit, though. Obviously, 10-point loss, disappointing. They came back from that delay and scored right out of the gate. It was as big a game, certainly coming off of last year, as big a game as I've called in a while, and it could very well go down as the biggest game that I call all season. We'll see how the rest of the season shakes out. A lot to be, proud of everybody. But you mentioned him, Thad Zarnecki. He actually, before Jeff interviewed him, Daniel and I did, because he was our player of the game. And he was just absolutely incredible. I thought when he got hurt late in the game that it was something far more serious than just crampage.
Yeah, he just got a cramp.
Fortunately, though, he came back in. Must have been a pretty good cramp because it looked like he was in some pretty good pain there. But just so many great moments in that game. So many huge plays. It was great to see on the Bluffton side of things. Certainly, Carnell getting after it a little bit in the third and fourth quarters, especially late. But I tell you what, Hilton Head did a great job sticking to him like Elmer's and not being able to make him do much of anything. Amari Patterson made some great plays as well. It was just a really
Patterson
competitive
did more
game.
in the ground game than he did in the receiving game. As a matter of fact, they tried to find ways to get him involved, but great job by that Hilton Head defense of limiting them. Let's check out the highlights from Sam Deaton. Let's see if they'll play. They're not playing for me. Are they playing for y'all?
No. And this certainly was, especially because of the weather. This was even a bigger game in town.
It was a huge game.
Marcus, I got quite nervous as after the game resumed. When Bluffton scored to make it a one possession game or a 3-point game, and then Hilton Head, it was a 3rd and long, I believe. I mean, they were stuffed by Bluffton.
Right.
I mean, it looked like it was a quick 3 and out, punt it back to Bluffton with a bunch of time left. And all of a sudden, Renishevsky with one of the most clutch throws that I have seen all year. I think it was the clutch throw. I probably him and one of Little Nick Schieffer had a great clutch throw at the end of the game too this year. But just I mean the determination on that 3rd down play of Jeremiah Walters. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness! I mean
That
unbelievable
play, got
because
me hooting and hollering for sure. It was outstanding.
Here
to see
we go.
Walters make that play.
Now I've got Sam Deaton's highlights
I
rolling.
was
They will
quite nervous
cut off.
because if Hillman would have let's start from
Yeah,
the
they will
beginning.
cut off before the end ends. Well, yeah, this is the beginning.
No, I'm saying back to the
Yeah, this will cut
great
off
atmosphere
before
before the rain. Great atmosphere at the Bridge Bowl. A tremendous crowd on both ends, especially for Hilton Head. Got a good turnout.
And we mentioned too. Go ahead.
May not have been as it was in the heyday of 10, 15 years ago, but still a decent crowd.
Yeah, a lot of those people now go to May River games, or other places.
Yeah.
We've got other schools
There's
that have opened up.
still some long-time Seahawks fans and
Oh, sure.
Bobcat fans around here. And how
There goes
about
McCarthy scooting
Aiden McCarthy?
74 yards.
Oh boy,
Phenomenal.
Hilton Head could not find ways to contain him early. He was let loose, and the Seahawks couldn't quite wrap him up. But Hilton Head consistently laying punches back at him.
Rusher.
Yep, there's Catman. Or I don't know if he's
Neil.
called Catman like what's his nickname?
Bill.
Bill. So it's not
I-
Catman. Okay.
I
Bill.
mentioned that
Bill.
several times on the air.
Yeah, you were
'cause
calling him
our
Bill Rusher. I
WHHI
like it.
crew
Look at
and our contingent
Alright,
probably
Bill,
didn't know
it
that.
is.
tough. And then
Yeah.
Lucas Gates, he had a big night.
He had a
all
great
over
game
the
too.
place.
My goodness,
Yeah, he did.
he was
Comes
everywhere.
up with
Yeah,
a
he
pick
was.
right
I
here.
tell you what, Hilton did a good job of neutralizing Warren and Patterson. But man, we've seen a couple of times in the Bridge Bowl, other receivers have stepped up, and this time it was Gates, and he was phenomenal.
Gotta say too, this was a really clean
If Riley
game.
can-
We saw a few flags here or there, but
Yeah.
it was a really clean game, especially compared to some of the other ones that we've called so far this year. And I mean, you
So
expect
that was
anything
right
less?
as the first half expired. The Ranajeski punched it in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a gutsy call, going for it. With the time running down, able to score. And Ranajeski calls his own number again. He had a big night as well.
He really did.
McCarthy coming back. Carnell didn't do much. That was one of his big plays, but they did a great job of neutralizing. And then the Philly special, the throwback to Aiden McCarthy from
That
Lucas
was really
Gates.
Impressive.
Love it.
That was,
Love
yeah.
it.
Those legs that he's
Very
got,
nice.
I mean, he
Yeah.
can scoot.
A deep ball from Ranajeski. He throws
Yeah,
a pretty ball. Throws a pretty ball. Bobcats rallied, and then the lightning came. Bobcats got within 3.
Yeah, but right
after
before
the
that, Hilton
lightning.
Head made a big stop, and then it got delayed.
And then
I think it was,
the big pass
came-
from
he
Jeremiah
made a
Walters.
big stop on the first down, and then right after that, the rain paused the game, and then Hilton Head they couldn't close it out at first, but then Bluffton made a 1-score game. They went down the field very quickly, and then that heroic pass to Jeremiah Walters to pretty much steal it and put it away. And man, just need big time plays like that in a rivalry game. So props to Renishevsky. Walters had a phenomenal season, underrated piece that has really come alive at the midway point of the year. And this Hilton Head team right now, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, even with some of those pieces they lost on defense. Others are stepping up, and I just think the offense it's gotten even better this year than it was last year. I just think obviously you lose Timko, but I think other guys have really gotten better. The passing game's gotten better, and Renishevsky is looking like more than a competent quarterback. He's looking like a guy who can deliver in big moments. So I'm thoroughly impressed, and can't wait for Friday night. I think I'm gonna be at the Nest again in what could be a
Bishop
massive
England.
contest. In England.
That'll be a big one.
Yeah.
Well, we
I
all
was
agreed.
definitely impressed.
Yeah.
I was definitely impressed.
We all agreed the player of the game was Thaddeus Zarnecki. 17
Yeah.
carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown. 15
Ooh.
tackles, 12 solo, a tackle for loss, and 3 pass defenses. And Jeff, you were able to catch up with him after the game for a little interview. So let's hear that now.
Roll it.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. It's not rolling. What is wrong with my computer? It's on the struggle bus tonight for some reason. Like yours, Wes. It's not working. Earlier, when I removed it from the studio and added it again, it worked. So maybe that'll work again this time. Let's try this another way. As we've got Jeff Riley's interview.
Hi,
There
I'm
we
Jeff
go.
Riley, here live post game for LowcoSports. I'm here with Thad, the most valuable player of the game tonight. How do you feel about this accomplishment?
I mean, it was a great win. Like, almost happy tears came at the end of the game just because how much hours, how much work we put in throughout the week and just preparing. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it without the coaches and the rest of the team. It feels amazing.
Yeah, so that's cool. What's your favorite nickname?
I don't know. There's too many to count now. I think the Imperial is probably one most people say.
He's
so
been
I
watching our
Yeah.
broadcasts.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
The Impaler.
And how's your hamstring doing?
Oh, we're all good. It was just a little cramp. Won't happen again. I'll make sure of it, but we're all good. Feel great.
So what's your favorite part about playing football?
I love the sport. I've loved it since I was a kid. I say my favorite part is just playing with the team. Like, it's a brotherhood. We play for each other. Like last week at Hampton, we played for each other. This week, especially, like, it's just a brotherhood. It's a family.
All right, thank you, Thad. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good
Great
stuff.
stuff,
Oh,
Jeff.
Yeah,
Great.
Great stuff, buddy.
JJ
Yeah,
in the studio.
back to
job.
JJ in
That
the
was
studio.
fantastic.
Back to
You got the
JJ in the
thrill.
studio. Yes.
Shout out to Kevin Libby for the assists once again with the post game interview for Jeff. Love it, love it, love it. Good stuff. What'd you think, Jeff? Thad the Impaler, pretty good kid, huh?
Yeah, he's a pretty amazing kid, and it was fun to interview him. It was
Yeah,
fun.
great football player. Had a big game for the
Yeah.
Seahawks. They get the dub. We also have some highlights from Battery Creek and Whale Branch. Welcome to. Oh, is it not going to work for me? God dang!
Welcome
It's making
to
me
the
unload all of
to
these
the
or
call.
reload all of these.
And I got to see the star player on Bluffton that you told me about too.
Carnell.
Yeah, Carnell.
Cornell, yes, Cornell Warren, the featured
Here we
audio.
go. Now it's rolling. Battery
Going to
Creek
play for
Here we go. Welcome
Belichick.
to
hosting
the
Whale Branch
Creek.
on Buford
Yes, indeed.
Zone. And look at this. Look at this. This is a
Ooh.
freshman.
Adios.
A
He's a
freshman,
freshman.
Sir LaJavian Samuel going the distance. Then Jermon Bauer's going to freelance a little, throw one up in the air, and he's got a man coming down with it. That would be, I had his name here somewhere.
Oh, wow. Just broke
Oh, that was
away
Good
too
from
soon in
grief.
person. But then Taiwan Simmons just breaks
goodness.
out of
That
the
was
pack
a drone man
and
right
goes
there.
for the score. Eddie Hayward tacks on the 2-point. It's 14-6
Big fan of that guy.
in the first quarter. Battery Creek Band getting into it. You know, they always
Yeah.
getting into it.
They always get
That's
into
coming
it.
from the B-roll splices from Ray Alonzo to go with the Buford Zone highlights, and then Eddie Hayward up the middle, bust the seam, 20-6 Creek. 2-point conversion attempt would fail, so it's 20-6. Whale Branch driving again. They got Zachary in at quarterback. He hands it off on the jet sweep to Bowers. Bowers with the touchdown. So
I was really
he's got-
impressed with Zachary in the Ridgeland game. I thought he
Zachary takes
was
it
very
himself.
composed,
That is very
composed and very poised.
Now the Whale Branch band feeling good. They're back within a score.
Right.
Got the battle of the bands in full effect. Love it. They was moving and
Yep.
shaking, baby. But we got more Battery Creek coming. I don't know who number 8 was, but he was a beast. Remember who number 8 was by chance? I don't know, but Eddie Hayward, crossbuck, scores, and then they basically run the same thing again for Eddie Hayward for the 2-point conversion. And then the Lightning came again, and then they had to call it. So Whale Branch falls to Battery Creek. Battery Creek wins it 28-14. Sort of unsatisfying, especially because Whale Branch has, shown that they've been a pretty good second half team at times.
Yeah,
Um,
that's two in a row for Creek, right? In that rivalry.
Two of the last three. They had taken one, and Whale Branch took one, and then last year got rained out. So really Mother Nature's won the last two.
Yep. Okay, this one was but good for Creek. That's a, like I said, team that had been close for a while. Showed a lot of tremendous firepower on offense, and obviously wasn't a full game, but hey, I mean they execute better and deserve the victory. So good on Coach Susie and the Dolphins for getting that win. That's a big momentum boost as they get ready for region play, and I think they're going to be competitive.
Yeah, and they got North Charleston. They're at North Charleston next, which that's one you got to win.
Yes,
that gets you in the playoffs. North Charleston is usually not that strong of a program, although they are sitting at 4-1. They haven't played the strongest schedule by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that's a winnable game for Creek, and one they need to win. And then, if you get past that one, then you got to survive Oceanside. And then the last two, you feel like you might have a shot against Orangeburg Wilkinson and Hanahan.
Right.
But Orangeburg Wilkinson's 5-0, weak schedule, but still 5-0. Did beat Keenan pretty handily. So, that's a tough matchup. And then Hanahan, they've been kind of up and down the last few years. They're 3-3 right now, but have played a pretty tough schedule. So, not a lot more, no easy wins left on that schedule for Creek, but they need to get that one in North Charleston this week and earn themselves a playoff spot. One other rivalry matchup this week, renewal of an old one with the matchup in Ridgeland with Hardyville and Ridgeland. The rivals. You see the scene. It was it's dry at kickoff, but not for long. it settled in to a pretty steady rain pretty shortly after. Sorry, I was just trying to cut away from some of the preamble to the running through the banner. The preamble can get a bit lengthy at times. You're just standing there holding your camera, waiting. Come on, run it out already. Jags brought the defense. Neither offense did a whole lot to get too excited about in this one, but the defenses came to play. Both teams pitching a shutout on defense. Technically, all the scoring coming from the Jags defense. They got a safety and 2 scoop and score touchdowns. Unfortunately, it was raining pretty heavily for most of the highlights, so I really didn't get great highlights from this game, but you've got some footage of the Jags defense bottling up the run. And that's a Hardyville offense that had put up some numbers early in the season, but has struggled a bit of late. Kamari Brown got free a couple of times.
I tell you what, Richland's defense is their calling card because of the fact that, we've talked about their offensive line and their issues. I mean, they rank right up there in terms of that kind of grinded out, smash mouth, certainly trench play that you see from, the two teams that we saw in the previous matchup of highlights, Whale Branch and Battery Creek. They're all very similar in that they're going to slug it out. It's not not sexy by any stretch of the imagination, but they're going to get the job done whatever way they can find. And very proud of that Ridgeland team for, continuing to battle because they've had a lot of tough luck. Start this season.
Crawford had a nice game. He had over 100 rushing. He was really the only offensive standout. And then the defense, Jaden Nunez and Javar Henderson each took a fumble to the house. That's 2 weeks in a row for Henderson that he's had a scoop and score. So that defense is playing really well. Gets tougher for Hardyville this week. They've got Bamberg, and that is no easy task.
Tough night for the Canes, but
yeah. But then I think the last 3 are very winnable.
But if Coach Gardner's watching, if Maurice plays, then they'll win.
Oh,
they
you
get.
think Maurice is the secret weapon?
I think so. I think he's the secret weapon. So if Coach Gardner's out there watching, put in Maurice the next game against
Put in
Bamberg.
Maurice. Ooh, boy, you're putting Maurice into the frying pan there, buddy. They're pretty tough. But I think Ridgeland has a chance to keep this going. They've won 2 in a row. They go
Yeah.
to Denmark next week. That's a winnable game, and then they got Allendale at home before they go to Bamberg. So they could put together a little 4-game win streak here going into Bamberg, and then that would be, for all intents and purposes, a region championship game. So they got to be happy with where they're sitting right now. May River was all over Georgetown in their game. Oh, this isn't going to play, is it? Nope, it's not going to play. Let me pull it back in. I don't know why it's being so glitchy tonight, but it sure is. But here we go. May River highlights. Lots of Sean Mitchell in this one. He had over
Tell you
200
what, I can't
rushing.
wait to see him run the football again.
He is something
We'll have
else.
the Bluffton game.
What a year that he is having.
And he also had a pick. This is Sean Mitchell as well. Up at the top of the screen. Going to come up with the pick here as soon as they run the play. Throws it up for grabs. Mitchell play in left field. Goes and gets it in the gap. And he's going the other way for a good bit. It's not easy to tackle. Not sure if this was Mitchell or Justin Head had a touchdown run as well. Andrew Johnson did not play in this one. So he's still a little banged up. Let's see. Hard to tell who's who, which is part of the mystique of this offense. I think that's Head, going the other way. They bit on Mitchell, and they went the other way with it to the inside man. And this is Mitchell for sure. You're going to see his big body bust out of the pile and take off to the end zone.
Wow.
He is tough, man. Over 200 rushing, 3 touchdowns, and a pick for Sean Mitchell. 38-0 win for. Oh yeah, and he had a touchdown reception that you're going to see here momentarily after this play. 22-yard. They only throw their 1 pass a game, but it's usually good for a touchdown.
It's
Click to the
for a
line.
good time.
Going up top for Mitchell. Uncovered.
Am I seeing correctly that Buford's own was here too? At the
No,
May
this
River
is
game?
Huddle.
Or
This is Huddle.
No, this
that's
This is just
that's
Huddle.
Huddle there in the
yeah,
corner.
that'd be crazy if Javon was in 2 places at once.
That's what I was gonna say.
For his
Certainly,
greatest magic trick yet.
yeah, no kidding. Trust me, people were asking me if I could clone myself as well
Be nice,
for the
wouldn't it?
weekend.
Well, you've called 2 games in
Would
1
be.
week before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've done it in a week,
he's called
but
one
not,
back
of
at the
course,
studio.
two
Right,
at
but
once.
like you've called
That's
games
very
in the
true.
studio after.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
you go.
correct.
And then one other game. It's not over yet. They're
How
still
about it?
gonna play. Shoot, that one's not working. They're still gonna have to finish this one up. And as of this
was
morning,
one of the
Greg
bigger games of the
Langdale
week,
said
Carlton Prep, and,
they didn't have an answer yet from Skiza on when
So
that would
did-
happen. They were thinking it
yeah,
might be
because-
October 17th, but that would result in
Well, that's
both
what I
teams
heard.
losing the game. So let's hear this.
Right.
Let's hear this entrance. Warhawks entrance. Check this out. Check this out. We got a
Oh
full
my,
fireworks
fireworks.
show.
Wow.
For the
The
Warhawks.
pyrotechnics, something fierce.
Jimmy Searson with the video.
Very nice, Jimmy.
We're going to get a Cale Owens touchdown run. He had another touchdown run of a longer nature right before the lightning struck, and they had to pack it in just before halftime with Carleton Prep leading 14-0. So, according to Langdale, they were hoping to get a full answer sometime today, but he said there's so many moving parts. If I had to guess, it would be this Friday or the 17th, but that would cause both us and Buford to lose a game. But I guess hopefully Skiza will have an answer today. So we'll see when they're going to finish that one up. But that'll be a huge game with Carleton Prep on top. And you got to think it aids Buford Academy to have a break and start fresh after Colleton had the early momentum. So, but they'll start with a 14-point deficit. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
And then let's see, there were a couple other games. But they were kind of, well, we had a
there
good
were a
one.
few that were
Christchurch
either
40-35 over
yeah, that was
Hampton.
a good effort there by Hampton at the end, but they fell behind in a
Yeah.
big way early against Christchurch, but certainly hung tough and fought from behind in that game. So good on the Hurricanes to finish strong, and
And then
Absolutely.
now
Pinewood
the game will
Prep,
matter. Now it's conference or region play coming up next.
indeed.
But it's been a tough gauntlet for the Hurricanes, having to play Bluffton, Hilton, and Christchurch
Sure
back
has.
to back to back. 3 tough opponents in 3 weeks, and hope you're battle tested now and ready to go. I mean, that's the point of scheduling tough, like what they have done over there at Hampton.
Yep, and they've got a little easier run of it now. They've got Edisto coming in on Friday, and then they go to Lake Marion. They're at Barnwell, which is down quite a bit this year, and then home against Whale Branch. I think they'll go through that region fairly easily and be in a great position going into the playoffs. And we'll have these challenging experiences, as part of their foundation when they get there. So I think they're going to be just fine. HHCA, I think it's going to be a
Little
short
worried about
season by
them.
their standards. They
worried.
went
Little
down
worried about them.
69-28. Again, a team with real speed on defense. They were able to just neutralize Reed McCollum's running game completely. He had negative rushing yardage, due to sacks, and then he did a little bit in the passing game, but just not enough there. When they're one-dimensional, and their defense just has not been able to stop the really strong offenses. So it's shaping up to be a shorter than usual season by their standards.
Yeah,
I don't expect them
and,
to be there
early start in
on championship
basketball.
Saturday.
Could be an early start in basketball for the Eagles. We'll see what transpires, but I think Pinewood Prep and some of those other squads at 3A are on another level right now. HHCA just doesn't have the potential electric weapons that we have seen in years past, and no disrespect to Reed McCollum because he's a great quarterback. Just
Oh
the
yeah,
blocking has not been there, and they just haven't had as much help. Although Haupt has played well. He's been decent over there at
oh
wideout.
yeah,
They
he's
have
been
that coach
excellent.
running back,
Yeah.
and they just don't have the blocking this year right now
Yeah.
for the offense to really churn. So never count Ron Peduzzi fully in November, but going to be a tough run this year for the Eagles over there at HHCA.
No doubt
Seems
about
that
it.
way. Seems that way. The rest of them got wiped out by the weather. John Paul II at St. John's Christian canceled. Hilton Head Prep at Dillon Christian postponed. I'm not sure when they're going to have to juggle some things to make that one work too. And then Jeff Davis at Cross was postponed, I think, to October 17th.
I have
was
to
what
I
was
have
told
to
on Monday.
ask, just because of the way the wording works or how people word the wording, does that cancellation actually
Yeah.
mean a cancellation?
That one was canceled because it's not a
Right.
region game, so they
Okay.
just
Yes,
canceled.
that will not be
Got it.
They're
replayed.
not going to
or
juggle
rescheduled.
anybody's schedule around for a non-region game, but the other two were region games, so
No.
they have, and the BA
Right,
Carlton Prep.
right. That's a completely different
They have
to-
situation when you have region games
Yeah.
versus non-region games when you
Yeah.
only have several weeks to play them.
Yep. So
But yeah,
that's the
this next week
situation
it's
for week 5.
fully immersed high school league. Everybody's in region pretty much, and as we really get rolling second half of the season. I'm obviously I'm looking to be at the Hilton Head High and Bishop England, and what could be a very, very impactful region title game or region game. It could be a region title game, but no doubt a big one in the region. Beaufort Bluffton, Marcus, you'll be at that
That's
one.
where I will be.
Yeah, and I'll
All
be
right.
at that one too.
Max and Jeff will be with me.
All right, so a
you're-
lot of people stationed at
You're
the
raiding
den.
my whole staff.
Yep. Carlson May River as
Just
well.
kidding.
That should be a easy one for the Sharks. Although you never count the Cougars for how they can play on the road. But I do think May River has got that one well under control. Then
Yeah.
a couple of
Creek
interesting
at North
skis games
Charleston.
as we get into North Charleston Creek.
Where are you heading this Friday, JJ? If you happen to know yet.
And then
It's a good question.
Baptist which that one could be interesting to.
I might go over to May River,
Okay.
and then come back and man the studio,
Yeah.
because May River's about 10 minutes from my house.
Who
So
do
figure
they
that
have
one
this
should
week?
be. They have Colleton County.
Colleton.
I figure that
That's
one
right.
Yeah,
they should have plenty of first half highlights, and
shouldn't
then I can
Yeah.
likely be. So
head on back to the ranch.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll probably do that. That's probably what I'm thinking. I haven't seen the Sharks yet. I want to get over there. I'd like to see Colleton as well,
yep.
and so that's probably my move. I think we'll have
All
Buford
right.
Bluffton well covered. Wes, you said you're headed over to the Nest, of
I'll be
course,
headed to the
and
Nest.
Isaac
Yes.
Roman will be out there with you as well. I thought about going to the Nest too, honestly,
That I
and
mean,
watching a little bit of that one
yeah.
because. So we'll see.
That
We'll see how
looks
I'm
like
feeling.
a pivotal game in the region for how well Hilton's playing, for how good Bishop is. I think these are the best two teams in the region right now.
I think so too. I mean, that's where I have them slated,
Yep.
and it looks like a big time clash now. May River's still very much
Yeah. May
a
River is
factor
they
as
you
well.
cannot you can't discount them as well because they are
Until you have a
they're gonna
loss.
be they're gonna be in the thick of it. They're
Yep.
gonna have their say in it, going
That
forward.
Buford Bluffton game is far more interesting than we would have thought it was.
I'm
a
really
couple of
looking
weeks.
forward to that. And, Bluffton's lost 2 in a row on the road. They're heading home. Buford's
It's-
won 2 in a row at home. They're heading on the
Yep.
road. Last year, 42-35. It was really close. Buford's riding some momentum with those wins the last couple of weeks. The way things worked out last week.
Yeah.
I mean, there's storylines like that
the
everywhere,
first
very
win,
similarly to
the
last
crazy
week
magic
in the game I had.
victory, the blocked field goal
Yeah.
return, then beating Battery Creek, which you expected. I'm not still not 100% sold on Buford, but we'll see. I mean, it's a region game. I mean, you can
No, I'm not either, but it was looking
those
a couple of
games.
weeks
Those
ago
games can
like this
be
might be a lap.
in a one evening situation in region games. It's
Yeah.
weird things can
Buford's going to have
happen,
to get
and
off to a good start.
yeah.
Buford's defense is exceptional, so I
They
could
do.
see
They have
them keeping Bluffton to a reasonable number. I'm not sure I
Yeah,
can see
the
them
question is
outscoring
the
Bluffton.
question is Buford's offense. Are they ready to take that next
Right.
step? Because I mean, maybe they will. Maybe they take momentum from what we saw in a really good effort against Creek. Although Bluffton's defense, I
Yeah.
think they're a bit better. Although Hilton had showed that their run game got going. So I think Bluffton bounces back. But it's going to be a game. I mean, you can't discredit what Buford has done. I think they're training in the right direction. I think Library's got them playing good football. I think that sometimes crazy things can happen after you get a win like they did against Goose Creek, and that one
Yep.
win can send it all in the other
And they
direction.
have some film of some people successfully limiting what Bluffton does, and
Library's a
that's
great
really
coach. He's
helpful.
going to take every advantage possible in terms of just scouting and coaching ability. He two great coaches in Gregory and Library. That's a fantastic matchup of coaches in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Bunch
not
of great
like
coaches
going. I
everywhere.
don't think I'm going
Yeah,
Buford
well,
or
obviously,
anything, but
just
it's more
specifically
interesting
those
than it
two.
looked a couple weeks ago.
Could be closer than the experts like myself
Closer
originally
than
thought.
the experts think.
My considered the expert here.
Yeah, we are the experts. We are the experts. It's a low bar around here. What else you guys got? You got any other local sports news? I don't have much else.
Well,
Can't really think of anything else.
Yeah, we got some good volleyball coming up next week. I was
we do.
worried that we might get games delayed or canceled, but with the weather clearing up and schools scheduled for tomorrow, I assume that we are on schedule for those games as well. So Buford with a big one against Bluffton. Now that one should be a terrific rematch of a match that lasted 4 sets, but easily could have gone 5. I think Bluffton's going to make Buford earn this one. I think but then again, Buford has just been continuing to battle and pull out some tremendous victories and matches and just unstoppable just effort late to rally in that May River match. And I just think Buford Denison's been tremendous. They've got some other hitters that have really stepped up, and they just know how to battle that team. I think they're coached really well, and these girls have I'm sure they've spent some club travel time together. They just know how to play as a team, as a unit, and I think that's going to be a terrific match tomorrow night between Buford and Bluffton, and a big one in the standings. So that one should be very exciting as we get towards October, and then we're October on Wednesday, of course, and then we're getting closer and closer to playoffs. But I think Buford volleyball has been one of the better stories of this year. How well they have played, and
Oh, yeah.
together which they have
Yeah.
played with throughout this season. So I'm excited to see how they do. Let's check the 1 second. I trying to get my notes and stuff together, but yeah, Buford's been really impressive, but they still haven't been able to beat Bishop England. They're 5-0. The Bishops are. Buford's 4-1, Beaver 3-2, Bluffton 2-3. So I expect those 4 teams to be the top 4 teams. Hilton Head has been kind of struggling this year in girls volleyball, but I think those 2, 3, and 4 spots are up for grabs in terms of the order. And I think Buford has an outside shot if they can beat Bishop England in the return match at Buford. They have a chance to win the region.
That's tomorrow night. Yeah.
Buford
I
Bluffton
believe.
is tomorrow.
Oh,
I
I thought
believe.
they.
Do they
thought
play
were
Bishop
playing,
England?
I
It's Buford
thought
Bluffton
they-
tomorrow. The return game with Bishop England is next week.
Oh, okay.
So next week they host
My
Bishop
bad.
England.
Yeah, you're right. The 7th.
They do.
That's the big one.
But yeah, just wanted to before we move on. I mean, just shout out some other players who have stepped up. Erin Crosby has been terrific. She's only a sophomore. She's only a sophomore. She's been outstanding here. Leads the team with 99 kills. The last time they, not sure how updated those stats are, but she's there at the top. And then
There was a Crosby that played basketball for Buford.
Yeah, there
can't-
was.
yes,
Carson, I think.
Carson
I
Crosby.
wonder are they
Carson
the same,
Crosby.
was there another one too? Maybe not. Oh wait, there was Carlton Prep. Maybe there's I don't know.
Yeah, there's been Crosby's at Carlton Prep.
Yes. But the one I'm thinking
there
of is
Crosby.
Aaron, who she's been spectacular alongside
Yeah.
Dennison. That team seems playing some fun volleyball, and man, that crowd went crazy when they completed that comeback over there. So tomorrow should be fun. Buford Bluffton, and then if the Eagles get the job done tomorrow, they got Bishop England on Wednesday, next week, a week from Tuesday, which should be really fun.
Indeed. That Bluffton Buford game will be on Buford's Own tomorrow night, and then
fantastic.
Friday
Nice
night
choice.
they will have the Bishop England Hilton Head game from the Nest.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'll come home from the May River game and watch
Yeah.
that here and pull it into the live
Okay.
stream. So
Yeah.
that'll be the plan on Friday night. All right. Well, shout out to some of our sponsors. We got Hudson's Seafood House on the docks, the official sponsor of Under the Bus, coming at you tomorrow night on the Lowco Media Network. I'll still be sitting in for Rich Basirico, who is still gallivanting in Italy.
He's mangiing.
Jerk. Yeah, living the good life in the old country.
Good man.
But he's missing out on Hudson's Seafood House for a while. A great place for seafood sunsets and cocktails on Hilton Head Island. Also, the one that Jeff brought us, Twinge and Twombly, the personal injury attorneys in Buford. They've got a rare name, but they provide remarkable service at Twinge and Twombly. HHI Windows and Doors, Coach Barron, our old friend from Hilton Head Prep, improving your view of the Loco at HHI Windows and Doors. Reverence Wrestling Club is our official wrestling sponsor and presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. And Jay's Barbershop is the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. All right, fellas, we're ready for parting thoughts with 10 minutes to play. Jeff Riley, you're the guest. You got any parting thoughts for us? I know you want to talk Red Sox.
Yes, definitely. I want to talk Red Sox.
Yes.
Tomorrow it starts the wild card series. Yankees and Red Sox in New York.
Yes.
And my prediction is the Red Sox. I'm going for the Red Sox. They have a better
Sox in
bullpen.
2. I got Sox in 2.
And a sweep, huh?
I think Red Sox had the season series. Now regular season. And you say, I'll know what everyone says. Regular season doesn't matter when you get in the playoffs. It's a clean slate, and that's the mentality you have to. And I'm sure that Alex Cora is going to say the same thing. Yeah, I mean, we crush them this season series. It doesn't matter now. It's best of 3, first of 2 wins, and I just really have been impressed by the way so many different X factors have stepped up for this Red Sox team. I mean, you went into this year, and obviously you got guys like an Alex Bregman, Trevor Story, who had a tremendous comeback year. Someone who really struggled. So someone who came through in a big way, but it's been so many others who have stepped up in big situations throughout this season, and I'm really excited for this team who has certainly earned their spot in the playoffs because I think this is a very winnable series for them. In terms of the Yankees, a team that lives and dies on the long ball. It's like a team that lives and dies on the 3. The Yankees love to hit long balls. They love to use their ballpark to hit home runs. So it's all about limiting the opportunities, and of course you're going to your guy Garrett Crochet on the mound, and I think it's going to come down to his performance because Giolito's out for the wild card series. So I mean, other than the Crochet in terms of his rotations, you got Bayo, who could start game 2, and then I mean you have May early, potentially Kyle Harrison, who's looked good, and of course that he was acquired the Devers trade if you remember back in the summer. Right. And he could have an impact if it goes to a game 3 potentially. I like the bullpen. I mean, obviously you have your closer in Chapman, your setup guy, plus a potential closer role in Garrett Whitlock. So you'd love to find a way for Crochet to dominate, who has been the ace all season long and is in Cy Young discussions alongside Tarek. Good this year. He has been terrific and someone who the Red Sox really need to rely upon. Yeah. But I mean, Buehler's gone. Giolito is out for the series. So in terms of your starting rotation, it's gonna be up to Crochet and Bayo to deliver because Weisert's been iffy at times as a reliever. Obviously, you have Whitlock, who's been terrific, and then Chapman, your closer. But in terms of just relief depth and pitching depth in general, it has not been ideal in terms of the guys that you might be without for that series. So, I think it's going to come down to the starting pitching, and I think it's going to come down to some of those X factors. Trevor Story's one, but they're still without Roman Anthony. I mean, the Red Sox would do anything to get Roman Anthony back because when he was in the lineup, the Red Sox are absolutely cooking. I mean, he was at the top of the lineup for the majority of the summer, and he was a breakout sensation and really catapulted the Red Sox to the run that they've been on. And then took a little bit of a dive in September when he got hurt. Other guys stepped up, thankfully. I mean, you look at other players who were impactful, like Romy Gonzalez, others as well, who made very, very important impacts. Carlos Narvaez. Of course, Bregman had a stellar season. Duran has been better recently. But the guy who has really become my favorite player this year, Ceddanne Rafaela, who has just been he's a sensation in center field, but he has become quite a clutch hitter. Of course, he had the walk-off to send the Red Sox into the playoffs, and I just love the energy that he has brought to this team. And if Ceddanne Rafaela can continue to do his thing, both the plate and then defensively, I think that could be a major spark plug for the Red Sox in this series. I
wish I were as optimistic about the Cubs.
Who's
Jeff,
going for
your thoughts?
game 3?
What do the Red Sox need to do to come away from Yankee Stadium?
You don't worry about game 3 unless you get there, Bo.
I just thought I would ask.
Yeah,
because
Jeff, how are you feeling about this series?
The
Red Sox have a good shot.
Jeff, who you got, buddy? Jeff may be frozen.
Oh, might be frozen.
I think he's
frozen. Marcus, your Cleveland Guardians have come all the way back from a 15.5 game deficit.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I see it's almost eerie because this is a Cleveland Guardians team that lost 10 in a row I was there for one of the 10 that they lost. They lost 9 out of 10 at one point. They played your Red Sox, your guys' Red Sox, and I'm pulling for Boston, of course, because of you. And then I've got to add my great buddy Kevin Libby into the equation as well.
And because of the
So,
Yankees.
and them too, of course.
Yeah.
So Cleveland goes to Boston at the beginning of September. After that series, of which you guys took, I believe it was 2 out of 3, Cleveland found themselves 11 games out of first place.
Yeah.
And at one
They
point,
were
they
fighting
were
it.
15
They
and
were
a
on the
half out of
line.
first.
Yeah. It was
And
not looking good.
shortly after that, they go to a 6-man rotation. Brian Rocchio learns how to play second base, and he learns how to hit again. Jose Ramirez, obviously not the greatest year. Stephen Kwan, obviously, especially offensively, not the greatest.
Yeah.
Not the greatest year, but still a tremendous player.
The rotation's been stellar recently as well.
It's been outstanding, and the bullpen's been very good too. So many pieces had to fall into place, and then they went 19-4 the last 23. CJ Kafis gets hit by a pitch to win it on Saturday. Brian Rocchio hit one off about a third to half the way up the right field foul pole. Hit it so hard it actually landed into the first couple of rows of seats to win it yesterday. Cleveland already clinched the division because you guys beat Detroit. Thank you very much for that, by the way. So all of these things going on. It's been exhilarating. It's been absolutely amazing. The reason I asked you about Game 3 is that Cleveland has named their 3 starters that are going to be going the first 3 games. We've got Gavin Williams going tomorrow. He didn't have to pitch against Texas. Logan Allen did good enough. And then we've got Tanner Bybee going in Game 2, and Slade Ciccone. What a revelation for the most part that Slade Ciccone has been. He's going Game 3. So I'm going to take Cleveland for the sweep. They won't even have to get to Slade.
I would agree. There is a little bit of momentum in terms of how you feel about your picks sometimes, because this Cleveland team has been incredibly red hot. But I'll tell you what, the Detroit Tigers with Skubal on the mound, which obviously I don't know if they announced who would start, but I would assume that Skubal would get Game 1.
He will, yeah. He's going tomorrow.
Arguably the best pitcher in the American League, and so for Cleveland, you just have to continue that same approach that you've seen from your club. But
I'm not saying that they're necessarily going to beat him, but I think they will beat Detroit.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I just think they're playing at a higher level than what the Tigers are showing up to. Although I still think Detroit has a capable lineup, and I just think that the run that Cleveland has went on, I would be less surprised if they found a way to and playing at home in front of that. I think Cleveland's one of the better fan bases in Major League Baseball. Their fans are incredibly passionate. It is going to be some terrific energy out there. The one gripe I have: why is it a 1:00 start? I mean, I don't understand, and I know that. What I would do if I was, I understand that you'd like to get as much baseball in there as one day in terms of the different times, but just stagger the starts. Like have one start at 6, one at 7:30, one at 9, or and then it's like you get to watch an hour after another.
They're going 1, 3, 6, and 9.
Well, it should be it should be like one at 6, one at 7, one at 8, one at 9. Then you get to, it's still fun because you get to see them finish like an hour after another. So,
right.
I think it all has to do with money.
Yep, that's
no doubt.
What it comes down
higher
to.
ratings. But
ESPN, ABC, Fox.
Right.
There's something great about back-to-back games.
That's a little about March Madness. Like you have
something magical
all the games finishing like right after one after another. So.
If you want to watch every pitch of every game, you wouldn't be able to watch every pitch of every game.
Yeah, just call in from work, and there you go. Yeah. You got a full day and even the baseball. So it's a ton of fun. I love it.
I'm less than optimistic about the Cubs kind of limping in. They got the Padres coming to Wrigley. Padres are a tough
That's gonna be
lineup.
tough.
Yep.
You know, it's
That
going to be a
should be a
tough
very good
series, but
series. That one could go either way.
it gives me PTSD because it was 1984 that the Cubs were up 2-0 on the Padres in a best of 5 and lost 3-2 and made me cry for the first time and forged my heart in darkness.
But you never know. The
here we
Cubs,
are.
your Cubs.
They may pull it off. I mean, their pitching staff is pretty depleted. Cade Horton broke his ribs coughing or sneezing or something from being sick.
Ouch.
So that's a bummer. Justin Steele went down before the season even started. So, you know, they're a little thin on the pitching. Matthew Boyd, old friend of
Boyd's been good.
yours,
Boyd's
making
been very
the
good.
game 1 start. He's been excellent.
Wow.
He's been
So hopefully
phenomenal.
he can outduel Nick Pivetta.
You talk about a resurrection of a career. He leaves Detroit, comes to Cleveland, really helped us last year.
Yep.
Tanner Bybee, and I mean Tanner Bybee is arguably our ace most years.
Right.
Matthew Boyd did what Tanner Bybee did for the month of September in twice as many starts last year for Cleveland.
Yeah.
And this year, JJ, you're absolutely right. He's been absolutely tremendous for your Cubs. Wish him and your Cubs nothing but the best. It's going to be an interesting series.
Oh, it is. And then
I've
the
enjoyed
other
watching
series,
Santiago.
Cubs are a fun team. I've really enjoyed watching development of some of your guys. You got Cal Tucker coming in some play. Well, I love watching Suzuki. Everyone really enjoyed watching PCA, Pico Armstrong.
You gotta love Dansby and Nico up the middle. Young corners have been good too, Shaw and Bush. So we'll see. It's been a charmed year. They've been ahead of schedule this year. They weren't supposed to be as good as they were. And if they can somehow sneak past the Padres, then they get the Brewers, and they took the season series from the Brewers.
Yeah,
and I really feel like the Brewers are just
much even matchup than you would expect by the records. Even though Milwaukee won by a handful of games, I think that is a toss-up matchup if they play each other.
I do too. So we'll see. Maybe they can sneak in there and get a shot at
like I
whoever
said,
wins
and
that
a lot of
Phillies
different
Dodgers
outlets have
series.
said this might be the most wide open it has been. Like I think the Dodgers, who everyone thought would be far and away the favorite, I don't think they are the clear favorite anymore. I think it is wide open in both the American and National League right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Toronto, Seattle. I don't think you'd say either of them are clear front runners right now, and even I guess Philadelphia has really looked
well,
good
and I
this
think we
year.
still don't know how the bye is going to play this year.
Yeah,
it should be better than last year, but it's still a factor. And so I'm not sure how that plays. I do like the Dodgers. I still think they're the favorite to win it. They don't have to contend with the bye. I think they handle the Reds, but then they got to get through the Phillies. That's going to be a great series. Dodgers Phillies is going to be a great series.
Yeah, that could be a really fun one if they meet up.
Fun time of year, man.
Yeah,
You got college football and NFL and full MLB playoffs coming on. You got NHL season coming on.
Busy times.
WNBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup. It's been a
Ryder
Cup.
By the way, I mean, Marcus, I guess you is any other thoughts to obviously?
Oh yeah. Did you have a parting thought other than Guardians?
No.
I assume we were all talking baseball.
Before I move on.
Yeah.
A cool just following up on a story that I mentioned last week with Cal Raleigh and how a man caught his 60th home run ball and give it to a kid. The Mariners reached out to both of them and they gave him signed bats, both the kid and the man who originally caught it. I think they got to meet the team at batting practice, got to meet Cal Raleigh, and Raleigh got his home run ball. So great story. Fantastic story. Gesture by everybody. The man who caught it, who gave it to the kid, and then it's the Mariners as well to the team for reaching out and thanking what those fans did. So you love to see when that happens because sometimes they're in it for the money, and this time not at all. It was to make a kid happy, and that's for the love of the game. Like that's what it's all about, and just a great story. See if there's so much humanity still. among so
Yeah,
many
man.
people.
Good
So
stuff.
that's
On
awesome.
that note, fellas, let's call it a show. We still got a couple of Monday Night Football games going. Dolphins trying to finish off the Jets. Broncos in control against
Um,
the Bengals. Yeah, Wes, you got
update
something else?
on Tyreek Hill
Yeah.
dislocated left knee from what I've heard.
Ouch.
So
Sounds like it hurts. So that'll do it for tonight. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors, especially our OGs, Mickelson Law Firm, and our friends over at WHHI TV. Thank you, Jeff Riley, for all your help on Friday
Appreciate it,
nights
bud.
with WHHI and Local
fantastic.
Sports. Jumping in with us tonight. And thanks to all of you for showing up to listen or watch. Go Red Sox on behalf of Jeff Riley and Wes Kerr. Go Guards on behalf of Marcus Walsh and Bob Stevens. Go Yankees, though,
Yes,
on behalf of
indeed.
Rich Basirico.
No, go Red Sox.
Goodbye, Cardinals, on behalf of Curry Kirkpatrick, and go Cubbies on my behalf. Big baseball day tomorrow, boys. Have fun with it.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
For
Big deal.
Jeff Riley, Marcus Walsh, and Wes Kerr, I'm Justin Jarrett. We also say shout out to Max Araj. Hope you feel better tomorrow, buddy. And we'll see you real soon. We'll have Under the Bus tomorrow night, and we'll be back presumably Wednesday if we can pull it off for the Loco Sports Lowdown. If not, we'll see you Thursday night for Loco Pigskin Preview. Until then, I'm Justin Jarrett. Go Loco.